Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of TWD Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This is going to be doing my weekly video review, my non-spoiler review for this week's episode of The Walking Dead Season 10C, Season 10, Episode 20, Splinter.
Gotta find Yumiko. I think she's hurt bad.
There's no room for miscalculations. We need a plan. We don't know these people, and we can't trust what we don't know.
Okay guys, just going to do another video for today. This one's going to be doing my non-spoiler review for this week's episode of The Walking Dead Season 10C, Episode 20, Splinter. So, I did get a chance to just watch the episode, and I want to, kind of give you guys a little bit of a non-spoiler review for the episode. Of course, we will be doing our spoiler-filled review this Sunday for the episode of The Walking Dead. But, coming off after this episode, what I can say without spoilers and, as much as I can kind of give for you guys, it's another one of those kind of filler episodes in the season. It is. As much as I would say, and I will give you guys this kind of warning, I do like this episode better than episode 18 and 19, but there's a lot of filler still going on in this episode. There is still a lot of stuff in this episode, and me walking away from this episode, the words I said was, what was the point? And that's the main problem. That's the main problem I have with these 6 additional episodes, is that this episode, I do think it's a little bit better than some of the previous episodes, but there's a lot of flaws with it. And I can't really say too much because then I'll be getting into spoilers, but I'll just say that this episode, the flaws are really weird. They're not like bad or this and that. They're just odd. Like, some flaws are just really weird in this episode. Now, I will definitely say one thing about this one. I do really like the kind of group we have here. I really do actually like the Princess, Ezekiel, Eugene, and Yumiko. Now, obviously, if you guys knew, found out the news the other day, of course, it's been kind of circling around all over the place. The actress that plays Yumiko, Eleanor, was not able to actually move into the U.S. for filming for this episode because the UK was in lockdown at the time. So, I don't know how things are going for Season 11, if she's back, if she's not, but at least for this episode, she is played by a stunt double, and we basically don't really get too much of her, obviously, because we can't, because of, the actress not exactly being there. So we do have a couple scenes of Yumiko, but it is not exactly Eleanor that's playing her. Obviously, it is the, the stunt double. So, that part of things is definitely very noticeable once you kind of know it. But the thing about this episode is that if you didn't know that Yumiko wasn't there, if you knew darn well that Eleanor wasn't actually on set, I would have fallen for it, because I think they actually did a good job. And I think, I want to kind of acknowledge that, is that if we didn't know the news about Eleanor not being there, I think I would have actually fell for the fact that, yeah, she obviously must have been on set, right? She was in this scene and she was in this part, but it's just like, no, I don't know. So in that sense, I have to kind of give them credit, because I feel like they did the best work they could with what they had when it comes to Yumiko. I will say that. Now, in terms of some of the characters, I will say that there are some characters that are underutilized. There are some characters that get a little bit more screen time than others, I'll just say. Princess, obviously, being the main one. And in terms of, some of the other characters like Ezekiel or Eugene, I have some disappointments with their characters that I will only, mention in the spoiler, filled review. But I am a little disappointed on some of the things that they did there. Now, the one thing I'd like to compliment about this episode, and this is something that you guys can already tell from the trailers and the previews, the environment's really cool. The setting is really cool, I would say. I really like the train carts, kind of reminds you of that Terminus type thing. Less scary, absolutely, but still very, very good. And I will definitely say one thing about this episode. We get to learn a little bit more about Princess, which obviously is something we all kind of knew we were going to be seeing in this episode. I will definitely say one thing. I think this episode just kind of continues down that way of, I love Princess. I love the actress. I think she's done a great job so far. And I think that this is definitely her best episode of the series. I would definitely say that. Now, another thing I'll say about this episode is that the Commonwealth soldiers are great. I think the Commonwealth soldiers are really, really good. I definitely think that they are a little bit more rough around the edges in this episode, which we've already kind of seen a little bit more about. But yeah, it's definitely a very interesting story that they bring up in this one. But I think that the way this episode ends, and again, you guys are going to have to see it when you see it, but the way the episode ends, I was just sitting there and I just kind of sit back and I'm like, really? That was my instant reaction after seeing the episode. I'm like, really? That's it? So, I don't know, like instantly disappointed when I saw the ending of this episode, you know? Is this episode filler? I'm gonna say it is. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say it is. Is the episode going to go somewhere in the future? Not much, but when it comes to the Commonwealth, obviously, we do have a purpose in this episode because this sets up for what comes up next in the final season. So, obviously, that part of things, there is a purpose, there is an end game towards that. But I will definitely say that there's a lot of stuff in here that is obviously only filmed because of these extra episodes being invented to begin with. So, I don't know. Decent princess episode, decent episode, not a horrible episode, not a great episode, sometimes not even a good episode, though I'll admit that. There's some weird parts in here that I really, I kind of question, and we'll definitely delve into it a little bit more in the spoiler-free review. But that is all I can say for this episode. I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. What do you guys think of Splinter episode 20, definitely without spoilers? Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this episode. So, anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below. If you guys are new here, click to subscribe and so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead videos. Follow down to Walking Dead Reviews, subscribe guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Anybody out there?